this the other day. Don't invite yourself. Plenty of times I've been invited to, different places. I keep saying, my bad. But invited. Say, for instance, I'm being invited to somebody's house. Not around this time, just like past experiences that I'm saying. Even like now, certain things I'm invited to that others want to be put their self into it. You know what I'm saying? But people have to understand, or whoever is watching this, you have to understand yourself that you are not me. That if I'm being invited somewhere and they didn't invite you, that means they don't want you there. And just because, but this has happened to me a lot growing up, and people have their little slick comments to say, oh, you let such and such, you let Daisy come over there, but you won't let me. You not Daisy. Just remember that. And you gotta let people know when they come with their little slick comments. You just got to just watch people. Don't side eye, cause side eye you can't see the full characteristic or the full spiritual part of that person. You gotta use all your eyes to watch this person, and your ears too, to listen to all the stuff, because there are sometimes certain people I don't want around me. I don't want to invite you because of things you've done to me, just your spirit. If I don't like you, there's a lot of people I'm around, I don't like them, and I got to work with them on certain levels of things. But inviting them to certain places, you don't have to invite. You're a grown person. Even if you are a youth, you don't have to invite people into your space or into your territory. If you don't want to deal with them, you don't have to deal with them. And don't let nobody force you to deal with them, because there's a lot of times when people are forcing people to deal with people when they are dealing with some emotional or mental things because of how others have treated them, and it's like you're pushing that certain situation on that person, which is not healthy. Oh, you should do this. Oh, you should do that. Don't invite yourself. It goes both ways. Because let me tell you, a lot of times people, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, a lot of times people are really, it depends on who it is, either envious or jealous of how people just love you. A lot of times people are just jealous of how people love you, and how when you come in the room, be like, hey, what it is, what's up? And then you see other people like, hey, I'm that person, be like, hey, what it is. But I can't help it. Every time I'm coming around, people like, what it is? Hey, hi Daisy, blah, blah, blah. Because people just like my spirit. And if I don't like your spirit, I'll be like, hey. Or sometimes it's not even that. It's that some people you don't even know, but you just feel them when you just feel something when you see them. But like I said, don't invite yourself. It goes both ways. Don't invite yourself into something you weren't invited to. Like if I'm being invited, then somebody around you will hating. I ain't gonna say, hey, I don't like to use that word, but just jealous and envious. Like, oh. And then don't invite yourself into situations. Another part, don't invite yourself into situations trying to help people. Now, this was my issue. Helping people that I shouldn't have been helping. Because in the long run, you will realize that, hey, this person been doing that with this person. It's the same outcome. That's why you gotta listen to people, because it is that. You're like, dang, you wake up, your spirit, God wake you up and be like, have you been listening to this person? That the reason why they having the same issue with everybody is because it's not you, it's not the people, it's them. You know what I'm saying? So just don't invite yourself, okay? Place yourself where you need to be, and sometimes that need to be by yourself or invited around the same type of spiritual people around, like with the nice spirit. You know what I'm saying? There are people with great spirits that worship different gods that I've grew up and been around, and to this day, even on my job, because I can identifying with similar spirits. You get me what I'm saying? Also, don't invite yourself on people's social medias and other platforms. Don't invite yourself to tell people that this is done this way and this is done that way when you don't know how they was born and raised. And like sometimes I see people say, oh, the correct way to eat a mango. Child, please. We didn't have no night growing up eating a mango. We got that mango off the tree and we used our teeth, peeled it, and just went to work. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, like, say, for instance, YouTube, I can't recall. I probably did, but I can't recall of, you know, inviting people to either like or subscribe. I probably did a couple of times back then, like years ago, but I don't drown into that like or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Whoever comes, you know what I'm saying? I go with the flow, you know. Nah, but for real, because a lot of times when I see on social media, people just invite themselves into a space just telling people, you should do this, you should do that. I know sometimes in certain levels, like, you should do this, you should do that. Like, there's certain levels of doing that. But some people, they just be so rude and just out of order sometimes on these social platforms. So don't invite yourself to try to tell somebody what to do and how to do. If you're doing it from a pure heart, but some people just be on there like blah blah this and blah blah that. I be like, what? Y'all really be going in and doing too much. So don't invite yourself to give advice to people that ain't asked you to give advice. Okay.